With the rookie game, the skills competition, the three-point shootout, and the slam dunk competition, it is sure to be an eventful weekend. But no one is really sure if this year is going to live up to all the hype. Kobe is out of the game with an ankle injury. LeBron chickened out of the dunk contest even after he promised America last year that he'd be in it. Yes, that's right. I said LeBron James chickened out. I'm not calling him out. Well, okay, maybe I am. But if he, the best player in the league, says that he's going to be in the dunk competition, I expect to see him throwing down. But to be honest, I'll probably only end up watching 10 minutes of the actual game. The All-Star game has really turned into a practice. There's no hustle, no defense, and no real coaching. It's basically turned into an and one sideshow. I mean, don't get me wrong, that sells. Everyone loves it. It's like violence on TV. But some of the best action, in my opinion, is seeing Dwight Howard swat the ball 10 rows deep into the stands, or LeBron James running all the way down the court to block Jason Richardson's 360 dunk attempt. You don't see that stuff anymore. And plus, there's no really big rivalries in the dunk competition. No more MJs versus Dominique Wilkins. I mean, Nate Robinson versus Superman is okay, but we've already seen the big guy versus little guy back in the day when Spud Webb and the Hawk were battling it out. I think more people might honestly go to the game just to go inside the world's greatest stadium. I have to tell you folks, I took a private tour about a month ago and I was highly impressed. But there was one thing that caught my eye, and I found it to be very odd. There was over 400 different places that Jerry put up to make me spend my money, and only 6 places to get it. There were 6 ATMs in the entire stadium. What's Jerry thinking? But I do recommend everyone get a chance to go out there, whether you're a Cowboy fan or not, because folks, it truly is a great stadium. Now that I'm off my soapbox, I want to take a minute to talk about NASCAR. The biggest race of the year is coming up this Sunday, and one of the biggest names in the racing industry is making her premiere. That's right, Danica Patrick, who just made her stock car debut earlier this week, will race in this year's Daytona 500. Do I think she'll win? Not a chance. Do I think she'll finish in the top 10? Possibly. But do I think that this will be the most watched Daytona 500 in history? Without question. So good luck to the Speed Queen this Sunday on Valentine's Day. Another quick college point. The Big Ten is looking to expand its conference from 11 to 12 teams. And who is the #1 team they're going after? The University of Texas. Now, do we actually think the Horns are going to make the jump from the Big 12? I honestly don't think so, but here are some reasons why they might want to think about it. The football program will make an estimated $8 million more a year because of the Big Ten's TV contract with ESPN. This would give Texas new ties to recruiting in areas that they might not have had in the past, like maybe getting more folks like Jordan Hicks coming out of Ohio. Academically, the Big Ten is also a great fit because they are known for their research, as is Texas's programs. And finally, there wouldn't be any more Iowa State games or Colorado games where you see the Horns being up 56-10 in the first half. They'd be playing Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, so their strength of schedule would skyrocket. But this does come with a few cons. Texas will lose its Red River rivalry with Oklahoma, probably the best rivalry game in America right now. The fans would have to travel a lot further to see them play, and there's really no advantage to gaining ground in the BCS. I'm sure we'll talk more about this next week, but I just wanted to touch on that. Another big event coming up this week is the 2010 Winter Olympics. The Americans are favored in actually a solid number of events. Of course, look for Shaun White to take the gold in this year's halfpipe. This kid is basically the Tiger Woods of golf, the Roger Federer of tennis. He simply dominates his sport. During the X Games, Shaun attempted his newest trick, a double McTwist 1260, and ended up smashing his chin on the flat top. What did he do after that? Just got back up and went and won the competition with his next run. I'm sorry, world, but y'all are fighting for the silver medal. Also, look for Lindsey Vonn to take home gold, as she is the favorite in all of the women's downhill ski events this year, even though she injured her shin recently. Well, that's all we have for you today, folks, and I hope you enjoyed the show. For our guests Jeff Howe and Nathan Castro and everyone else on the Texas Nation staff, I'm Grant Levinson. We'll see you next week.